Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the 9th tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to talk about characters. Now, just as you have the integer data type for integers, you have the float data type for floating point values, you have a data type for characters too. And to create variables that can hold character values in C programs, you have to use the char keyword. Before we declare characters and before we use them, I just want to tell you guys that I've saved this file and it's called characters.c. On line 1 you see a comment that says arithmetic operations on characters. On line 2 you see the header file. On line 3 I've declared the main function and I also have the curly braces. So now we can type in code. Now let me just create a few characters first, and as I said, you have to use the char keyword, and people call it char, you can call it char, you can call it whatever you want to, but you should just know how you spell it. So that's char, and I'm going to create 3 character variables, and I'm going to call them a, b, and c, and I'm also going to create an integer, and I'll tell you why I'm doing that later on, but I'm just going to create an integer and I'm going to call it d. Right, so I have 4 variables in my program, and anything that's within 2 single quotation marks is considered as a character value in C, right, or in most of the programming languages as far as I know. So if you want to use small d as a character value, then all you have to do is put in 2 single quotation marks. So I'm going to initialize 2 of my variables here. I'm going to give the variable a the value capital A, and what I mean is I'm going to give it the character value capital A by placing capital A within 2 single quotation marks, and I'll put a semicolon to terminate the statement, and I'm going to give the variable b the value 4, and I'm not talking about the integer value 4 but the character value 4, right, because 4 is a symbol. Just like alphabets are symbols, numbers are also symbols, and you also have special characters as symbols, right? So here I'm not assigned the value 4 to b, but I've assigned the character 4 to b, right? So make sure you get that, and I'll put a semicolon to terminate this statement. And now I'm going to just add these 2 characters. I'm going to add a and b, and I'm going to store the result of the operation to the variable c and also the variable d, right? So what I mean is I'm going to do this: c equals a plus b, and on the next line type in d equals a plus b. Now let me first display the values that get stored in the variable c and d, and then we're going to see what has actually happened, right? And to display the values, I'll obviously have to use the printf function. And one thing that I want to tell you guys now is that just as you use the %d format specifier to display integer values, and you use the %f format specifier to display floating point values, you have to use the %c format specifier to display character values, right? So we're going to display first the value that's stored in character c in the variable c, sorry. So c equals, and you type in %c because c is a character, and then you put a comma and just type in c because we are interested in the value of c. On the next line we're going to display the value that gets stored in the variable d. So let me put a new line escape sequence there because we want to see this on a new line. D equals %d this time because d is an integer, and type in d, you put a semicolon to terminate this statement, save the file, and I'll click on build and run to see the output. And there you go, you see c equals u and d equals 117. So if you don't know what has happened, I'm just going to tell you guys, so don't be perturbed. And what has happened is that C has performed the addition operator on the ASCII values of the characters and not on the characters themselves, right? So the ASCII value of the character capital A is 65, and the ASCII value of the character 4 is 52, if I'm not wrong. And ASCII here is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It's basically a table of values that was created by this organization, and it's used by all programming languages to manage characters. And if you don't know what has happened, then you would just have to refer to the ASCII table, and just make a Google search for ASCII values, and you would see that the value for the character capital A is 65 and the value for the character 4 is 52. So when you see the integer result of the addition operation, you see that the value that we get is 117, because when you add 65 to 52 you get 117. And you see small u when you see the character result, because the character value that's associated to the ASCII value 117 is small u. So the ASCII value of small u is 117. And I just wish I could explain this in a better way to you, but trust me, just refer to the ASCII table, and this program is going to make perfect sense to you. And once again, we performed the addition operation on the ASCII values and not on the characters themselves. So we haven't added the character 4 to the character A, but we've added the ASCII value of character 4 to the ASCII value of character A, right? And if you haven't understood, then don't worry, we're going to check out characters in greater detail in this course later on in the coming tutorials, and we are going to perform lots of other operations on characters. So just make a note of this program for now. If you haven't understood, you can watch it again, and I just hope that it makes sense to you. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I'm going to see you guys in the next tutorial. We're going to discuss something interesting again. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel in case you haven't already.